Hi, it's Paul Murphy here from the Premiere Pro. Today I'd like to talk about sharing projects and the recovered clips bin. As an editor, I like to keep my projects extremely organized. Sometimes I'll be working on the same project for months, and it's very important that I know precisely where everything is. But there is a particular bug in Premiere that can really mess up your carefully sorted bin structures. After opening a project, you may notice a new bin that wasn't there before called recovered clips. Inside the bin are clips that may be elsewhere in your project and may or may not be in one of your sequences. I decided to take a closer look at what causes this bug and find the best ways to avoid it. From what I've found, the most common cause for the recovered clips bin is when you import part of a sequence that uses multicam or merged clips. Standard clips are not a problem, and neither is importing the whole sequence that contains multicam or merged clips. But when you're collaborating with other editors, a lot of the time importing an entire sequence is not ideal, so let's look at the best way around this. I have a sequence here with multicam clips on it. Now, if you're unsure if your source project and the one you're importing into have all the same clips loaded, the best method is dragging from the source sequence. So open the sequence in the source monitor by double-clicking it. Drag your target sequence to the bottom of the frame to split it into two timelines. Highlight the clips you want and drag from the source sequence into your target sequence. Now you'll notice there are no new clips in my project. What we need to do is close and save this. Open it again and wait, there's a recovered clips bin in my project, and the whole point of this was to avoid getting that bin. Well, in this instance, the recovered clips bin is okay. Just think of it as being like a new items bin. If you don't already have one, just create a bin for your assets, drag the clips into it, and delete the recovered clips bin. It won't show up again. Now, if you're importing multicam clips and you know you have the multicam source clips, the individual clips inside the multicam clip, but not the multicam clip itself, the best method for this is to copy the clips we want. So highlight the clips in the source sequence, select Edit, Copy, and paste them into your target sequence. And as you can see, it's automatically created that multicam clip in my project. And finally, what if you're importing multicam clips and you know you have all the same clips loaded in both projects? Well, in this case, any method will work fine. Moving on to merged clips, and these are really the ones you have to look out for because often they will come into the project as separate media for audio and video, meaning they lose their merged functionality and sync information. If you don't have the merged clips already loaded in your project, honestly, the best method would be to just import the entire sequence. All the other methods for importing individual clips from the sequence have pretty poor results. If you do have the exact same merged clips already loaded in your project, the best method is to open your source sequence, split the timeline view, highlight the clips you want, and then drag from the source sequence to your target sequence. It's worth also mentioning if you have a merge clip in your project, regardless of whether you've imported it from another project or not, if you delete the bin that the merge clip is in, so the bin, not the clip itself, you'll get a warning message that this clip is being used in a sequence and click OK. But it won't actually delete the merge clip in the sequence. And if you close and save your project and open it again, there it is, the recovered clips bin. This is easy enough to get rid of though, just delete the recovered clips bin and it won't show up again. One other thing I should mention, there is another recovered clips bug. It's been fixed in CC 2015, but since some of you are still using 2014, I'll quickly go through it. If you replace a clip, any clip in the timeline, the next time you open your project, you'll see the recovery clips bin with clips inside it that aren't in any sequence. And as you'll see, if I click this clip here, it says the audio is used one time, but if I select this little drop down here, there isn't actually any sequence attached to that. And the annoying thing is, as much as you try to delete this bin, it will come back every time. And this is because the clip in the sequence that you replaced is still holding onto the original clip in the background. If you're working in a project where this has already happened, the only way to get rid of the bin is to go to the clip you replaced in the sequence, select the clip, type F to match frame in your source monitor, and then select clip, replace clip from source monitor. Then just delete your recovered clip spin and it shouldn't show up again. To avoid this altogether in CC 2014, and I know this sounds crazy, but when you replace a clip, simply do it twice. So if you're going to hold down Option and drag this clip onto this one here, just do it a second time. And that's how you can avoid the recovered clip spin showing up at all. So there it is. I hope this has been helpful to some of you experiencing the recovered clips bug, or if you're working in a shared environment. I've put all of these tips into a handy document which you can download from my website if you'd like to have it in front of you while you're working. If you want more solutions and tutorials like this, please check out my website, thepremierpro.com. Until next time, I'm Paul Murphy, and thanks for watching.